Hey guys, so I got a request from one of my previous videos about my mystery snail eggs, and the person wanted me to show how I did the hatchery. So here I am. Thank you for the request. Makes me happy that people actually watch my videos. So I'm going to show you the materials that I used. You guys could improvise, use different materials, do whatever you want, but this is what I did. So I use these kind of materials. This is where usually reptiles get sold in. So I have a lot of these different colors. So you have like a white one, things like that. But this is exactly what I used. You're gonna need 2 of these and just 1 lid. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get the lid and you're gonna make holes on them. A lot of holes. Don't use scissors because I use scissors and it just cracked it. It just cracks it. So don't even use the scissors. What I used was kind of ghetto. I got a screwdriver and I was in the stove and getting it hot. Once it got hot, I just started making a bunch of holes. And the holes should be like a pretty good size, nothing too big, but something that the snails can go through when they hatch. So after you're done, the first thing you do is make the holes. Second thing you're gonna do, you're gonna get one of these containers and you're gonna fill it up with about halfway of water. Like that would be pretty good. So halfway of water. It's really important that the eggs are humid because if they dry out or things like that, they really won't hatch. So once you have the water on here, you put the lid on top. I made these little fake paper eggs just to show you. So this is what I did. I just kind of aligned them like that. I had 3, so that's why I did 3. So after I get this side, and I sprayed it with my spray bottle. Just once, nothing too crazy. You don't want to spray the eggs directly because you don't want to get them like too moist. So I got my lid and then I closed it. And I put some tape, 2 pieces of tape on the side. I didn't want the lid to move around and the eggs, to get harmed or anything. So I left it by my bed. And my room gets pretty warm, so it was pretty good. That's why they hatched fast. If it's too cold, they'll still hatch, but they'll take a lot longer to hatch. But mine took about 2 weeks. So every day to every other day, I would be checking it. The eggs stayed like this white creamy color. After a week, they started getting really dark, like very dark. And after that, after the 2 weeks, the first egg that got laid, that one, it kind of cracked open and a lot of the baby snails were in the water because that's what they do. Once they hatch, they look for water and they go through the holes and they go directly under. Some snails were still in the egg. I left them alone. After I noticed, after like a day or 2, that they were still in there, I thought that they were either dead or they had a hard time hatching. So I got the egg, I soaked it, and I kind of shook it in the water and all the snails just started coming out. The other 2, I left them alone because they haven't hatched. So I just put a little bit of beta food in there. This is what I put. I put some beta food inside with the baby snails so they could have something to eat. And I just closed it back and I put it back. After like 2 or 3 days, the other ones hatched at the same time. They hatched and I did the same thing. And after that, I got the snails. I got the lid. And whatever snails were on the surface right here, I started getting those and putting them in the tank where I was gonna grow them. There was a few that were just in the bottom; they weren't moving or nothing. So I waited a few days and they were still in the same position. So I knew they were dead. So I just tossed them out. I still got a pretty good amount for being my first time. I think I did a pretty good job, and I'll show you my snail eggs. My snails, not the eggs. And I put them in here in my tank with my fish Freddy, and that's my frog, that's Bane. And those are all the little baby snails. And that's Freddy. He's just chilling. I think he's a pretty good parent. He never bothered the snails. He never did nothing to them. And I feed them the beta food that I showed you. I feed them that and I feed them bloodworms. every day. I throw a few. So yes, I have a lot of snails in there. This one right there. They're like all over. I already fed you guys. Are you hungry? But yeah, that's what I did. I have some live plants in here. The baby snails seem to like it. I think Bane's hungry. I'll just feed him a little bit more. A lot of the food sinks to the bottom, and that's where they all hang out right there. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, or if you didn't understand something I said, or maybe, but that's everything I did. I know I didn't skip anything. But yeah, maybe have any comments, comment below. I will get to you the same day. I'll try. And thank you again for the request. Makes me happy that, you know, people watch my videos. And I hope you guys watch all my videos and like them, comment on them, and I will be posting more. So bye.